Blade. Obviously the most underappreciated, undervalued, and underrepresented character within Marvel Zombies. I'm just playing. I'm sorry, I couldn't even get it out. What's good, everybody? Big Unk, Chaos, here to give you all a Blade breakdown for Marvel Zombies and how to dominate Nightmare 4 with him. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to let me know in the comment section exactly who you're going to see next. I've already got Punisher, Jeff, and Magic completed, and I'm working on the videos for those guys. And huge shout out to everyone who checked out our Thor vid, so check that out after this one if you haven't already. Everyone's probably thinking, okay, who really needs a guide for Blade? Blade's not that difficult of a character to play, and for the most part, I'm gonna say you're right. I don't think that most people are gonna have a tough time completing the game if they've got at least one great Blade, and two decent Blades can probably get Nightmare 4 done, as long as they've got enough damage. However, a lot of people did want to ask me, they asked if I had completed this solo and whatnot, and I found that kind of funny because, I mean, look at this damage. My Blade has almost 20,000 health right now, and he's in life stealing. These two could ult at the same time, and they can't take it out. But what's the key to this, and how did I get my Blade this strong? Well, there are going to be two approaches to Blade and how he works, and I'm going to give you guys both approaches. One's going to be what I like to call the OG way, the organic way, what I did here. Granted, I got very lucky in this game. I'm going to lie to you guys. And the other one's going to be a little strategy that people are using to climb the leaderboards that no one's talking about, but I think it's about time we shed the light. But before all that, let's get into Blade specifically and a quick breakdown of how you should stack his build. Now, I'm not going to talk down to anyone and pretend that Blade is a complex character in the game. Essentially, you can win the whole thing even up to Nightmare 4 using only your primary ability. That said, there are going to be some key things that'll make your times a little bit easier. Additionally, like I said with Thor, when it comes to putting in your skill points, the assignable points you get, you can build up his attack speed, his health boost, and overall just make him way stronger. That way in the later games, you're not just relying upon the boost that you get. And as I said with Thor, the more of these certain items that you have, these special Khonshu's blessings of a certain type, you get certain blessings. Once Blade has 120 of them, it's mainly his ult that changes, but he still does benefit from the additional effects that you get, the attack speed, the health boost, the damage boost, etc. Now, I know a lot of people are going to have multitudes of opinions when it comes to Blade, but when it comes to the organic way, it should come straight ahead and say that his ultimate is not good. Do not waste any of your resources on thousandfold anything whatsoever. Personally, his best items are going to be on the hunt, of course, get that as many times as you can. I probably recommend getting about 4 Crimson Wills, that should be all you need. The enhanced slash, the spinning time is good if you really want to have clearing times with the bosses if you intend to struggle against them, that's fine. Otherwise, I probably just focus again all in on the primary, you'll have an easy time. If completion is your goal, you don't need to do much with Blade. Ancestral damage, stack that on. I will say that your range and attack speed are going to be a lot more important. Typically, I would say only go for the 5s and then the 10s when it comes to the blessings. That said, you can only get up to additional 33% attack speed and attack range and additional time from any of these things. So prioritize these as well. It's very, very important to be able to attack the enemies from far away. You can essentially kill them at spawn, and it prevents you from having to fight them up close and risking your own life in order to take them out. Now, this next part's a little bit, I guess, controversial. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it when it comes to Sacrificial Sigil. It creates an Unk, which essentially brings in the enemies, makes it easier to get them. And sure, I guess if you're min-maxing, it probably does have beneficial values to get one, just to pull them in with the rate of attack that you have, as well as the range. You're probably going to be pulling in multitudes of enemies, spinning so fast and attacking so rapidly, you get a bunch of them. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's super necessary in general, but it's probably just a win more element. So if you're mid-maxing, it might be worth it. Personal preference, I guess taking one doesn't hurt anything, but I definitely wouldn't go anything further than that. Now for the general blessings, I think I've already been over this a little bit, but damage dealt, not good. Don't waste time on that. Max health, very good. Get that, and get maximum health, that's a 5. Get the 5 and the 10. Get the minus damage received every time. Whenever you see those, get those every time. I got up to, I think, 65 at one point with a magic. It makes a huge difference. Vampiric Vitality is one that's growing on me. I personally like having one of them. I know you're going to probably think Blade doesn't need it, but it really can make a huge difference. And early on, I think that the full moon values, like you can get that. And if you're mid-maxing, you know, playing with a team in a group, getting that's definitely gonna be worth it. But if you're just trying to win, you don't really need these to get the job done. Not with Blade, at least, as other characters really could use the additional stuff. He doesn't need it. Blade's just, I mean, he's pretty dang good, y'all. Now, I just want to say that I'm not judging anyone, but what I'm going to be showing you here is going to be the way to maximize. Now, if you notice here, I'm going to be getting on the hunt with Blade. I'm then going to hit random, and what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to get some type of way to duplicate that. I'll then continuously hopefully reroll that 1 or 2 more times in order to get as many of those as possible. And by doing that, I'm going to have a much stronger start than I would normally. And the thing is, by getting more of these earlier on, I'm able to get more of them later. This enables me to have a much higher ceiling and a much higher floor earlier on in the game. That's how you're seeing a lot of these people clearing out these modes as quickly as they are. No shade, but these are the facts. And you're probably wondering, well, Chaos, what happens if they don't get these god tier starts? What happens if they don't get the thresholds that they want for their builds? Well, it's quite easy. All they gotta do is, especially if you're playing solo, if you get a bad run or something you don't like, you just rush into the circle, restart, let the enemies kill you, and boom, you're right back where you started. Just rush right in, dash in front of the enemies, and you don't have to worry about wasting your time and effort on a run that you don't feel exceptionally confident in. This is min and maxing, and again, no shade, but this is how a lot of people are doing it. Look, I don't want to make anyone feel bad for whatever they're doing, and some people, the leaderboards mean everything to them, and that's not a dig. Heck, there's a time in my life where I would grind for basically every win con, looking up the Call of Duty glitches back in the day, using the paralyzer to get on that ledge, leaving it on the controller and going to sleep overnight and hoping in the morning you were part of those new leaderboards. I get it. And I understand, the only way you can really have an opportunity for some of these more fun game modes to get your name on there, for people who are more casual in PvE and don't want to play as much PvP, this is going to be the only way you can do it. But I do want to say that, this is a fun game mode, so it doesn't really matter. I will say that if NetEase, and I'm praying they do, Guang, please hear my plea, if for some reason they decide that they want to make this a continuous mode, and they want to have leaderboards and ranks, and maybe, I don't know, some type of climbing system, I would probably just ask that they implement some type of way to either record games or witness them, because, I don't know, I think some people have definitely stacked up a little bit extra of those revive cards, and have definitely, utilized them to really just, you can pay real money to buy those cards in order to optimize your games. And that's not a dig. I'm happy for people who do what they do and have fun doing it. I just wanted to say that that's not really my thing. So if any of you were looking for a more organic way, here, I gave you that route. I also gave you the most optimized route to do so. I know it's a little time consuming, and for anyone who's wondering, well, who's going to take the time to do this, you'd be very surprised. Some people don't know about all these techs, and when they get a chance to find out about them, they're more than happy to utilize them, especially if they are serious about climbing within leaderboards and things. And I do think that the PvE has a certain element to it that draws players in a different way. I played this game mode nonstop. I don't care how people got in the leaderboards. I'm not even interested in doing any of that. I'm just trying to enjoy the game as much as I can. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our Thor video where we gave a guide on Rude King Thor. And I'm going to close you guys out with some gameplay of me finishing out this match with, again, an organic Blade build. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the video.